What I am sharing with you now is a very personal video that I filmed in my mother's home on the night of September 11th, 2024. This was my final visit and my way of saying goodbye to the home that my parents had bought more than 40 years ago. After my mother unexpectedly transitioned back into the light on November 16th, 2023, I have spent the last 10 months preparing her home for sale. After sorting and sifting through every item in her home to determine whether to keep it, give it to someone, or donate it to charity, I then placed my focus on repairs, upgrades, landscaping, and painting. At the same time, I was working full-time at my corporate job. There were days that I did not think I could keep moving forward. I have never been so emotionally and physically stretched to my limit. Working by myself a majority of the time, I was simply overwhelmed with the responsibilities I faced each day. My brother had transitioned back into the light in 2021, and my father in 2010, so I was the lone family member managing my mother's estate. As such, I often sought my mother's counsel, and she never sugar-coated her messages to me. Again and again, my mother would tell me that I needed to remain disciplined, determined, resilient, and persistent in my goal to sell her house, which would provide for my future. So with that said, here is my goodbye video. I first filmed myself in my mother's empty bedroom, and then I filmed in her living room. While my mother appeared to me in both rooms, pay close attention to when my mother appears in her living room, for she morphs her light into the letter J, for my mother's name was Judith. Finally, after this experience, I will share the message my mother gave to me through an oracle card. So I thank you in advance for watching this very personal experience with me. Okay, so it is the night, Wednesday, September 11th, 2024. And I am sitting in the corner of what used to be my mother's bedroom in my mother's house, which I have now sold, and the new owners take possession of it tomorrow. So this is my closure video. This is my video to say goodbye to this house, to invite my mother, my father, my brother, to come forward and to be with me, since they all lived on this property. I never lived on this property. For them to be with me as I acknowledge and honor the last 10 months of my life that I have spent focused on preparing to clean the house out, to prepare it for sale, to sell it, and do all of that to honor and close out my mother's physical existence in this space. It's been the hardest year of my life, I think. But I have done it. I'm very proud of myself. I knew I was a strong person. I'm stronger than I ever thought possible. I have accomplished this goal on my own. thank you. Thank you to my family, everyone in my family that got me to this point, because every single family member played a role in the success of where I sit today. So thank you. Please show me the magic. I feel you here. It's very warm. My temperature's increasing tremendously, so I know everybody's here. I send out love and blessings. And I also say to myself, let's make this next chapter the best yet. Let's really do some spectacular, beautiful, magical things. And so it is. Okay, so I'm standing in the living room, Mom. Oh darn, I saw a golden light. Can you come back? Can you come back? There you go, okay, wait a minute. That was so awesome. Thank you. Kind of looked pink though when I actually photographed. Okay, there's the golden light. Woohoo! That was awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate it. My mom loved this house. My mom and dad bought this house 40 years ago. Yes, 40 years ago. And my mom spent the last 14 years in this house. Stay with me. So beautiful. Thank you. My brother lived in the back house. There's a separate house on the property. My brother lived here for many, many years. Leland? Hello, thank you. Mom, do you want to close out this video? Mom, please come forward and say goodbye and close out this video in your house.
Thank you.